All right, hello. This is the 2025 Bronco Sport OBX Sasquatch. This is my truck, hide and seek. So this video is about hood dance and hood flex. These trucks come with an aluminum hood, and when you add the Aero 2 hood deflector on the front and perhaps some pod lights, it makes the hood dance even worse. We were on the highway the other day going about 75, and around the back looked like it was going to lift right off. So there are some things that you can do to mitigate this hood dance and make it a whole heck of a lot better. One of those things is on the weather stripping here in the back, you can get yourself some fuel hose. So basically, you can see here, this is ID 1/4 inch fuel hose. And you can get this off of Amazon for like 12 bucks for a bunch of it. And you just take that, put a little bit of dishwashing liquid, soap, into some water and feed that through the weather stripping in the back. Then what you'd like to do is also do that for the front. However, that weather stripping on the front does not like to take the rubber fuel hose like the back does. So what I just went ahead and did is I just got some 1/4 inch PVC piping, or tube rather, and fed that all the way through to the other side. Same kind of technique, right? Get some dishwashing soap and put that in. And that'll mitigate about 80% of the hood flutter. But there's one more thing that you can do, and that is to put some hood lifts in the hood. I don't know why Ford just used the prop up stick for these trucks and didn't actually put any lifters in it. But that's the other thing that you can do. And that is because it gives a little bit of support for the sides of it. And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do next. All right, shout out to Redline Tuning here. These are the hood lifts I'm gonna put in, and it seems like it's gonna be a fairly straightforward process. Couple of bolts and it should do the trick. Not affiliated with Redline Tuning at all, but I did a bunch of research and these seem to be some pretty good hood lifts. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, get these little blind nuts here, and in the hood you're gonna see that little gap. You just kind of throw that in there like so, and hand tighten that down. All right, hand tighten it down, grab 13. And do that on both sides, and that step done. All right, next step is you wanna grab your little support bracket here, and you'll see this little support on the inside. Basically, you're just gonna plop it on in there and wrap that around. And they say to push it in and up. In and up. And tighten it down with a 10 millimeter. All right, so both of those brackets are now in. You can see the little nut here is facing out. And again, you just have to push it back and in for those both to kind of get centered up correctly. And that's the other side. So that's basically all the hardware install. And now the next thing is to put the actual gas shocks in. And yeah, more to come soon. All right, those are in. It took a little bit of manipulation, to be honest. So I attached the top first, and because they're gas, you know, you have to get them to contract to get them to fit. So little sketchy solo, just because you had to put a lot of pressure up, and before you got the first one in, you know, hood could have very much have fallen. So probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have a second hand around just to hold the hood while you get the first one clipped in, but those are now in. Just had to reset the hood and throw it in. But yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna take it for a ride on the highway and see if she flexes anymore. All right, welcome to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, frozen tundra. It's a balmy 20 degrees today. This is just a short ride over the Pemmican, I think that's how you pronounce it, bridge into Kittery, Maine. That's where I'm at. But this will give us enough of an idea if this hood flutter's gone away or not. Yep, it's gone completely. Already by this speed, it would have been dancing around and flexing a bit. See very minimal flex, and that's, again, it is an aluminum hood, so there's going to be some flex to it, but there's a little bit of flex there, but that's in the middle, and that's to be expected. There is no dance at all on either sides where the pod lights are, and at this speed, before those licks were in and before the tubes were in, this would have been dancing all over the place and looked like it was going to come off. So problem solved. Super excited about that. And if you run into this hood dance issue, like it's pretty common, do those steps. 1/4-inch ID fuel hose from Amazon. I'll put a link down below. And also those lifts and the PVC tube across the front, and you should be good to go. So pretty inexpensive fix for an annoying issue on these 25